Yeah, at that time it was selling for $15.99.
Now modeling a string bikini, Julian. Oh, no.
Jackpot.
He actually has a very nice Huggy Bear hat on, very Starsky and Hutchish.
Yeah, very Huggy Bear.
And not the movie, the TV show, everybody.
Right.
Old school.
The movie was Snoop Dogg.
70s day to day.
Sweet. Happy 70s days. Keep your pictures coming. We got some great ones in. He's taken a stand against budget cuts.
We meet a local dad who's running for 24 hours straight to save his kids' sports programs, and now he's preparing for the long run coming up. The long run coming up.
Hey, here we go. Can you guess who this little girl was in the 70s? Who could that be? Big reveal when we come back.
And now rock the boat, won't you please?
Who could that be? Who could that be? Okay, we're in San Francisco at a place called TCHO where they make the most fantastic chocolate. Matter of fact, right here, the laboratory. We're going to show you where they come up with all the groovy chocolate stuff here. I think we're going to need a bigger hairnet. I don't know. Yeah. All right, stick around. We're going in. We're going in.
Your touch has thrilled me like the rush of the wind.
Out there, thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, before the break, we asked which Good Day staff member was this back in the 1970s. I think that one's fairly obvious. Maybe not so much. That's me.
Oh, are you kidding, Marianne? Hey, I didn't realize it was you. Good looking.
Fifth grade in probably about, I'd say 1972. Probably 1972.
Look at that. Look at that. Young Marianne. I like that. You look good. You look good.
All the same now. Well, this is the San Francisco-based chocolate company that uses an iPhone app to control the lights, the machines, and the roasting temperatures.
So we sent our iPad-obsessed Cody Stark to San Francisco to check it out. Good morning, Cody.
Turn it up. Hey, good morning to you guys. You're familiar with delicious chocolate. This is TCHO chocolate. You've probably seen it around. They do some at Starbucks. They've got a new line of milk chocolate that they're very excited about. They're going to show us coming up in just a little bit. So that's the chocolate you're familiar with, right?
Right.
I'd like to introduce you, Marianne, to the Coco Pod. Say hello to the Coco Pod.
Hello, Coco Pod.
Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, there you go. All right, let's go ahead and meet some of the mad scientists that are working on the chocolate. I think Brad's in here somewhere. Come on in. Come on in. I got my hairnet on. All right, here we go. This is Zohara and Brad. Nice to meet you guys. Okay, so exactly what do you do inside this room?
We get to work with chocolate beans and make chocolate.
And then you get to also taste the chocolate as you're working with the chocolate?
Absolutely, that's a good part of our day.
You rule! That is the greatest thing ever. Okay, so how does the process work? I mean, this is our cocoa pod, which is fun to say, cocoa pod. But then what are these are the beans inside of it?
Yeah, so they're seeds that are surrounded in a sweet fruit, and you ferment them, and then dry them, and then we get the samples here. And here we can actually cut them in half and see what the fermentation is like.
So there's actual science to this. It's not just, you're just biting off little pieces of chocolate.
Right, we do lots of different analysis on the beans, both physical and sensory.
Oh, it's like a magic trick. Oh, look at that. Okay, so you slice it in half. Where do the beans come from?
Beans cocoa beans are grown all over the tropical world. Mexico, all the way through southern South America. You also have most of the cocoa beans are grown in West Africa. Indonesia is a big supplier. Most of our cocoa comes from Peru, Ecuador, Madagascar, and Ghana.
And you actually have the other member of your team is like Indiana Jones, like searching for the newest, most delicious cocoa pods.
That's it. Yeah, he's down in Ecuador right now. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Okay, so what's the deal with the iPhone app? Do you guys turn everything on using your phone?
Yeah.
Can we do this at the station? This is great. I won't have to get up in the morning.
Just him and I have the controls in the lab. Oh, we got your picture here. Let me get to the lab app. So basically, I can turn the machines on and off, put them on timers, and change the temperatures. Here you can see. Oh, I gotta log in. It needs my password.
Yeah. I'm not looking at your password. Really? That's it? Really? Chocolate kiss? Really? Come on. I would have figured that out.
Okay, so for example, here, machine number 3, I'll bring that up, and hit the power button.
And she just turned it on from her phone.
Turn it on. And then I can change the temperature as well.
And right here, we're grinding some chocolate. So this is just our laboratory scale processing for chocolate making. So, you know, if we make we can try out different formulas, and then we can actually execute them on the large scale in the factory, which you'll see a little later.
Would you guys like to see a large-scale, execution of chocolate stuff in the factory?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
yes,
We're going to
yes.
take you to the factory and show you how all this stuff works, and then, be the giver that I am. I will eat some chocolate. Can you dig it?
You're
Can
such
you
a
dig
giver.
it?
You're such a
By
giver.
the way, did we have to do 70s Day while I'm in San Francisco? Nobody's seen the show here.
With
They
a
all look
gigantic
crazy.
hairnet. I didn't know they made them that big. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, the Cho Chocolate Factory is on Pier 17 on the Embarcadero at Green Street in San Francisco. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 5. And they sent some samples. We'll show you some of their good packaging coming up.
Too bad we haven't been eating them.
I know. Too bad we're not nibbling.
They're awesome.
Well, if rock crawling wasn't enough for Courtney Dempsey, coming up new at 8, she is taking on a different sport. This one involves throwing something.